Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, a safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Miracles happen to those who believe in them. Bernard Bertson. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 9, NASDAQ down 23, S&P's up 2, gold contract down $6.50, traded at $1,269 an ounce. Silver down 22 cents at $17.09 an ounce. Platinum off 16 bucks at $1,049 an ounce. Copper down 2 pennies at $2.07 a pound. Light sweet crude up 26 cents, $46.49 a barrel. Bonds, you had the 10-year note down 8 ticks, 130.20. 30-year bond down 15 at 165.23. King dollar up 360 ticks, trading at 94.15. The euro is down 55 at $1.13, and the yen is up 67 at $1.09. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at it. What do you have? We got a trader's paradise in this market, folks, and here you go. So, you take a look at the SPY. What you have with the SPY is this. SPY gets down to a price point today of $205.37. What that was doing, you had 86 million shares traded. Now watch this, because this is a subtle, little tricky, but pretty cool. So, what the SPY did, folks, is got to the high of the low of last Friday. It rejected that price, and it had lighter volume. Not a huge amount of lighter volume, but it had lighter volume. We did 86 million versus 89 million. So what does that set up? That sets up, guess what? This market still wants to get in, I expect, to the last swing point, which is that $209.81. The NDX 100, we take a look at the Qs. What do you have with the Qs? Same type of setup, subtle. We've done 28 million shares, and what are we doing? We're going into the low, the high of the low of last Friday. That high was $105.60. You got to $105.14. It rejected, lower price. It had lighter volume. Can't bust them down. Guess what? It's going to go try to fill the higher end of this whole range it's in right now, which is $108.12. That, and this is what's really pretty cool here, we're talking about what Apple breaking down. We have with Apple out here today, you know, Apple was down $2.19. You did 75 million shares. It's blowing apart those lows out there. Bottom line, inside the Dow, inside the S&P, inside the NDX 100, all of those are affected by Apple in a big way. Apple, as it broke down, did have lighter volume. Now, I think Apple's going a lot lower, but with the lighter volume, that also can catch a bounce. Gold contract, what do we have with gold? Gold contract wants higher price. Now, this is going to be wild coming into a Friday. You did 206,000 contracts today. That is high volume. We did high volume yesterday. You're still at these highs. Gold wants to make this run for the 1306. We'll see whether it can take the 1306 out. We'll see if it has enough volume. Yesterday had plenty of volume. We did 240,000 contracts yesterday. Today you've done 206,000 contracts. Big numbers as you're going into those highs. Silver. Now, silver has a problem. And this is what the problem is. Silver out here is down 20 cents today. And you have volume. So there's no doubt that tomorrow morning inside the metals market you're going to have volatility. Silver yesterday went high with 49,000 contracts. Today you're down with 52,000. Now the 52,000 is going into 56, so that's not bad, but it would have been nice if silver also was projecting the same higher price. What is projecting lower price, meaning that the S&P still wants to bounce, is the 10-year note and the 30-year bond. And this is what it is. 10-year note out here today did 1.1 million contracts. Now, not a lot of movement. You went from 130.30 to 130 16. We closed out at 130.21, but you had an expansion of volume off the high that was generated out here yesterday. So what that's setting up is that, to me, that's setting up and wants to run to the lowest swing point, and that lowest swing point, we're talking 129 to 128. Now, if that's, in fact, what the 10-year wants to do, let's go over to the 30-year. We take a look at the 30-year. What you have with the 30-year, that did 244,000 contracts. That really was just a sideways move. But you also had a pickup in volume. So the 30-year also, let's see, we're at 165. Yeah, the 30-year got over that April 20th downdraft. It's been over that for one day, closed underneath it again. That's saying the 30-year also wants lower price, higher yield. That's the case, lower price, higher yield. What does that set up? What that sets up, folks, is that this market still wants to bounce before it gives it up. Now, let's go to King Dollar. We take a look at King Dollar. What do we have at King Dollar? Okay, so King Dollar is out here. It did 18,000 contracts. You are up 345 ticks. Bottom line, King Dollar needs 21, well, he's like 30,000 contracts. That's coming into 29,000 contracts. So King Dollar can't catch a bid topside. King Dollar's building cause, the cause it's building is to get down and at least test the lows of last week, which that low was 91.88. The way that we broke down at that level, I expect what you're actually going to see is that we're building cause to get into the $88 area, which is pretty intense for King Dollar. So that basically is going to set up commodity prices that are higher right across the board, because without King Dollar catching a bid, top side, bottom line, that goes right into the commodity price, and it goes in there very quickly. If we go over to the oil market, you know, oil's already made quite a run. Oil out here today did 685,000 contracts, and it's at its highs. You know, the last swing high out here was $46.78. We hit 47. We did that with 685,000 versus 598. So the way that also is setting up, you know, we'll see whether it can take that baby out and get up into the $48 area. But right now, that's exactly where this baby looks like it's going. You stay right there, folks. We're going to be coming back with our man, Mr. Chris Gaffney, the president of Everbank World Markets. Dow Industrials finished up 9, NASDAQ down 23, S&P's up 1. We're going to be right back, folks.